If you're thinking about starting a personal brand, then this video is for you. Because in this video, I'll be sharing my experiences building my own brand, as well as the biggest lessons and struggles I've had to overcome. If you don't know me already, my name is Van, and just under a year ago, I posted my very first video on this channel. I remember that day like it was yesterday, sitting at my desk after I edited the video, thinking if I should even post it or not because I was scared of what others would think. I had no idea what I was doing, I was awkward on camera, and the quality of the video was just shit. But slowly, things changed. I found my voice. I improved and I started building real skills. Editing, speaking, storytelling. And over time, those skills turned into confidence, clients, a business, and most importantly, a platform where I could inspire thousands. So let me take you through my experience and the lessons that I've learned so that you can start creating yourself. Firstly, let's talk about perception versus reality. Most people think starting a YouTube channel is about going viral, making passive income, and moving to Bali. And yeah, maybe one day. But what it really is consistency. Learning to talk to the camera when nobody's watching. Putting hours of work into a video that gets 39 views and then doing the same thing the next week. From someone else's perspective, you look silly. Almost insane. Like, why are you spending all your time working on some shitty video that gets you 50 views? Well, they don't see the vision that you and I see. This stage is what I like to call laying the foundation, and every single person has to experience it at the start. Let me tell you a quick story. When I first started this channel, some people from school found it, and at the time, it was my biggest fear. I remember having a conversation with some girl who asked, what am I even doing? What's the point? And I could feel the confusion and judgment in her voice when she asked me these questions. I didn't really know how to explain it to her at the time, but I knew that I was planting a seed to something much greater. In the moment, it didn't seem like much. I had like 100 subscribers, but I told her to wait a year and see what happens. Fast forward to now, and the progress I've made has been massive. My agency made 7K last month, and I just hit 2,000 subs on YouTube. From my experience, progression is not linear. It's exponential, meaning if I continue for another year, my growth will be even greater than it already has been. But the problem is most people get discouraged when they see these low views. They see 100, 200 views and convince themselves that it's not worth it. But if you want to grow something worthwhile, then it will take a long time. And don't be fooled either. There's a big misconception that you need 1 million followers to make $1 million, but that couldn't be further from the truth. There's people out there with 30,000 subscribers who are making 6 figures monthly, millions of dollars every year. With that being said, let's talk about the biggest thing that holds people back from posting their first video. And it's something I personally struggled with myself. That one thing I'm talking about is the judgment of others. As I mentioned before, I was scared of people I knew judging me for posting these videos. But now, I couldn't care less. And don't get me wrong, I know there were people who spoke behind my back, who spoke badly about me, but I did it anyway. And that's the mindset that you should adopt. People judge others for one of two reasons. Number one, they simply don't understand it. Or number two, they're jealous of what you're doing and they want to do it themselves. Either way, if you're doing something that aligns with your vision and your goals, then you shouldn't let anyone take that away from you. There's a rule that I like to follow. I don't take on advice from people who aren't in a position that I want to be in. I wouldn't take advice from an overweight person on how to get healthy or a homeless person on how to get wealthy. So why should other people's opinions and judgments have an effect over my own life? So yes, people will judge you in some way if you start content, but my experience has been overly positive. 99% of the people I know respect what I'm doing, and I get supportive comments every day. These people are the ones that you should keep around you, because if someone tries to put you down for doing something positive, then they're probably not someone that you want to be around. My biggest piece of advice for you is to just do it. Even if you're scared of the judgment of others, stay true to yourself. The next thing I want to cover in this video is the struggles you'll face when starting your personal brand. Because it's not all wins and motivation. The biggest struggle by far is doubt. You'll question yourself constantly. You'll get a post with 17 views and think, why am I even doing this? You'll wonder, was this just a massive waste of time? You'll compare yourself to others who are years ahead and you'll feel behind. Then there's another struggle, which is consistency. There's days where the excitement and dopamine fades and I'm sitting in front of my computer with absolutely no motivation. I have no video ideas, I don't want to do anything, and I'm full of pure procrastination. And sometimes you'll spend hours scripting, editing, uploading, recording, and end up getting nothing from it. Another struggle I want to bring up is imposter syndrome, which is feeling like you're not qualified to talk about anything. But here's the truth, you don't need to be an expert. You just need to provide a valuable perspective. For example, I've only been on my improvement journey for like 3 years, and I'm still 17 years old, yet I shared my perspective and it's valuable to a lot of people. If I can do it, then you can do the same. If you dedicate just 1 to 2 hours every day to build your brand, then it will pay off, I promise. These struggles are normal, and if you start your brand, then it's likely you'll face them as well. So just be prepared for that, because what matters the most is how you respond to them. Either you can respond to them negatively and just quit and not post anymore, or respond to them positively. Because if you stick through this phase, then you'll build something that changes your life forever. Now, on a more positive note, let's talk about the upside of starting. Despite some of the struggles, there's undeniably more upside to starting your personal brand than downside. Firstly, it creates leverage, meaning you spend some time initially editing and creating your videos, but after they're posted, they work for you 24/7, even when you sleep. Meaning one video posted today could bring you countless opportunities in a few months or even years. Secondly, it's hands down the best way to build your network. If you have a business and build your brand, then you'll get a bunch of inbound leads, meaning people will come to you instead of you having to outreach to them. I've met clients, other entrepreneurs and friends, all just because I decided to put myself out there. Thirdly, it teaches you high income skills. Speaking, editing, branding, and persuasion. The skills that you develop when you start your personal brand will actually set you up for the rest of your life. But above all else, it gives you a sense of purpose. You're not just consuming, you're creating. You're building something that's yours and something that will give you so many more opportunities than you even think are possible. And when someone messages you saying, "Your videos changed my life," there's no better feeling than that. In order to start your personal brand today, here's what you need. A camera, or even just your iPhone, a microphone, I use Rode Wireless Pros, a softbox for lighting, and a topic that you can talk about for hours. Listen, you don't need a fancy camera or some crazy backstory. You just need to start. Document your journey, share what you're learning, and stay consistent. All the creators you idolize like Iman Gadzhi, Kai Cenat, and Mr. Beast started off with no followers and no one knew them. Yet now, they're making millions of dollars from their personal brands. One day, people will look back at your videos and say, "I was following him from the beginning." But that can't happen if you never post. Quickly, I want to introduce something that I think will help you guys out so much. From my experience, one of the hardest parts to actually building a personal brand is staying consistent. I used to have a bunch of goals, but no systems to actually hold me accountable, which is why I built the Warzone. It's a Notion-based habit tracker that allows you to track progress like a video game. And it's how I stay disciplined when motivation fades. It covers everything from daily tasks, weekly reflections, habit streaks, all in one clean dashboard to hold you accountable. So if you're serious about leveling up and actually following through on your goals, then this will help you. You can grab it at vansmoney.com/digital habit tracker, or I'll just put it in the description for you. With all that being said, start today. Post something. Just sit in front of your camera and share some value, please. Because if you wait for the perfect moment, then it will never come. Build your personal brand now and thank yourself later. Thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe because we're on our journey to hit 10K subscribers. I appreciate you guys a lot. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.